You're pulling down wickedness in high places. You are bringing souls to Christ. You are doing the work of your Father. And today, you are no longer there. Hello, friend, and welcome to Crystal Corner with Judy, where I share my personal thoughts based on biblical principles. On today's episode, we'll start a new series titled The Fallen Soldier series. And today we are looking at where it's sent 100. Okay, so the reason we're having this conversation about the fallen soldiers, we are going to be looking at different angles. We're looking at Christians who started the journey of Christianity, and along the line, they fell off the road. Okay, we're looking at people who have backslided. So the conversation is about how do we respond to such people when such things happen. Okay, and one of the reasons I'm bringing up this conversation, I want us to have this conversation, is because I have seen cases where a Christian falls off faith, makes a mistake, very, very a grievous mistake, and then other Christians are quick to judge and say, "Oh, I said it. I knew this one was not one of us. I knew." And then when he came, the leadership of this local assembly, the pastor, the bishop, they gave her honor. They gave him honor. They gave him one position. They gave her one this. And then they start showing sign of witchcraft. Because I feel that some Christians show this sign of witchcraft. Do you know what it means to be a Christian? Let me tell you, in clear terms, in a layman's term, what it means to be a Christian. You are a target of the enemy. The moment you tell the world, and the devil knows that you have become a soldier of the Lord, you are a target. Do you know why? Because inside of you, if you live by the standard of Jesus, you're supposed to be a fisher of men. You will depopulate hell for him. So he knows that if you carry out your assignment, you are going to cause trouble, havoc in his own kingdom. So he sees you as a target. He sees you as a threat. So now, if you were in the faith and you were doing your work, you are bringing down the powers of darkness. You're pulling down wickedness in high places. You are bringing souls to Christ. You are doing the work of your Father. And today, you are no longer there. Now, instead of other Christians to cry and say, we've lost one of us, what do we do? How do we stand in the gap? How do we pray for her? How do we bring her back? How do we bring him back? You see some people sit back and cross their legs and say, yes, I knew it. I knew she was going to fall. I knew she was not even a Christian. I knew she was just faking it. It baffles me. Some people should not even be Christians. They should just stay back in the world, be doing the work of Satan. When they are ready, they can come back. They can come to the Lord. It baffles me. Christians acting like they are witches, as if they have witchcraft. See, whether we like it or not, there are times these things will happen. Apostle Paul wrote to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 10. He said, Demas has forsaken me. Demas has forsaken me because of his love for the world, and he has departed for Thessalonica. Meaning Demas fell off the way. And I want to know, as Christians, how do we respond to that? Because you see, I remember back then, when I was a teenager, there was this man of God of the ministry of CPM, Reverend Victor. I can't even remember his last name, but he was the man had signs and wonders following his ministry. If you go to CPM then, that particular branch of CPM, on the altar you will see clutches, wheelchairs of people who came for his ministry and they were healed. So they leave that as evidences of these are the miracles God has done in this assembly. He was known. He was in that vicinity, in that territory. He was known even beyond. People would come for his services and receive blessings, receive healing, receive miracles. Now, like I said, because you are a child of God, you are a target unto the devil. What did the devil do? He staged the woman. The woman came. First, she started acting like, support for the ministry, support. Men of God, be careful. Not every, I want to support your ministry is actually godly. Be careful. Just be careful. So she came acting like, oh, let me support ministry, let me do this, let me do. Before they knew what, before people could blink their eyes and open their eyes, this man left his wife, left his children, followed this woman to go and start another ministry. Just like that. It was amazing. It went round because at the same way when God was using him for these miracles, his news spread. It was the same way the news spread of him leaving his family, leaving his marriage to go with this woman to start another ministry. And I remember one of those evenings we went for Bible study. So this was like some time later. Reverend, it took a while, it took a long time. One of those evenings in Bible study, Reverend Andrew, who was an associate pastor in that branch of CPM, he was talking about love in Christendom, and he brought up this story of this man. And he said that when that thing happened, him and some other Christians within that local assembly, they have never ceased to pray for Reverend Victor to return back to faith. That he knows that it was the devil. So he knows that God